8:40 on your hometown station, KHTS, the Hometown Morning Show with Tori and Kyle, special guests in studio. It's always good to have special guests. Not that I don't like spending time with you, Tori. But what was that?
Well, it's when you have to say it.
Yeah.
That's
fair. But make sure you go to hometownstation.com for all the latest and greatest Santa Clarita has to offer. And speaking of the greatest Santa Clarita has to offer, it is April 11th. It is World Parkinson's Day.
There is an event coming up. I believe it's called Moving Out.
Yes, an event coming up, and we have a special guest in studio to talk about it, Cameron Smyth. Cameron Smyth, Santa Clarita City Councilman, and Sarah Ingersoll is here to talk about World Parkinson's Day. Welcome, guys.
Thanks. It's great to be here.
Hi, and welcome.
Hi,
How are you, Sarah?
I'm very well.
We're good?
Yes.
And Councilman Smyth?
I'm good. Had a long night last night at City Hall, but happy to be here this morning.
You rallied and you got it together enough to be here.
Still had to get the kids to school. They don't care that I had a council meeting last night.
No.
So, and their teachers don't care if they're late.
No.
They care if they're late. They don't care if I had an excuse to make them late. So got to get up and get going.
But look at you, showered and you have on clothes and everything. Look at you. What a big boy.
Well, I did have clothes on.
So
shower, it's, at some point.
We are here talking about a very special event coming up. Sarah, I'd love you to start talking about what is coming up and how we can be a part of it. I'm very excited about this. Please educate us.
Thanks, Tori. On the 28th of this month, we will have Moving Day. It's sponsored by the Parkinson Foundation, and it's in Valencia Heritage Park. And the information will be on the website. But it's really an opportunity to unite and inspire the community. And also, it's a celebration of moving, because exercise is really important for folks who have Parkinson's disease. I mean, it's important for all of us, but for folks who have Parkinson's disease, it's particularly important. And this Moving Day event really puts the focus on that.
I had no idea. Why is exercise or extra exercise for patients so important?
Well, it turns out that Parkinson's disease is really it's not just tremor. I think that most people associate it with tremor, but it's also it affects every system of your body. And so if you exercise and you get the benefits of exercise, they extend to your whole body. And the evidence for the improvement in quality of life for people who have Parkinson's disease who exercise is very robust. So it's true for all of us.
Is there a particular type of exercise or just anything? Just get out and do it?
That's a great question. That's a great question. We don't just get out and do it. Mm-hmm. That's the most important message. And that's really where I'm interested in focusing. And because we all know that exercise is important. Everybody listening here knows that exercise is important. But then the question is, how do we motivate people to do it? Part of the funds that are raised from Moving Day go back to the community to sponsor things for people who have Parkinson's disease. And I'm at USC. One of the things that we have in conjunction with the Parkinson Foundation is an exercise program, free for folks who have Parkinson's disease and everybody else. You come out to the Rose Bowl with us and exercise, and it's been a tremendous opportunity, and we're very grateful to the Parkinson Foundation and to the Moving Day participants for helping to make this possible.
Sarah, your credentials are pretty impressive. Can you share with our listeners your background a little bit?
Sure. I'm on the faculty of the Department of Neurology at the University of Southern California, and I got interested in this because we have a lot of folks there who have a range of neurodegenerative diseases, including Parkinson's disease, and we really don't have ways to cure those things. And we would love to find the cure, and the Parkinson Foundation is working on that also. But in the meantime, what are we going to do? We're all going to have to do the things that make the lifestyle kinds of things that make us healthier. So.
The Parkinson's disease, when I was younger, I really didn't know too much about the disease. And then some famous figures came to play. Michael J. Fox.
Yes.
I'm not sure if you read his books. I've read his books. So inspiring.
Yes.
So bottom line is he wouldn't change anything, including the diagnosis. He's an amazing inspiration. Muhammad Ali. And we've gotten over the last, I would say 10 to 15 years to know a little bit more about this disease and how it affects us and the longevity. What if we start, the onset of being diagnosed, the exercise, how big a part does that play in just having a better life, a longer life?
That's another good question. And actually, there's a new study that shows that intense exercise is effective for people who are newly diagnosed. It's effective in slowing the progression of the disease. But, that's for the newly diagnosed. It's also effective. The quality of life issue is very well documented. People who exercise report better quality of life. And you sort of already knew that. But
we all know it, Sarah. We know it. Cameron, did you even exercise today? We know it.
It's 8:40 in the morning. Didn't you hear me complaining? I was out late last night.
We all know it, Sarah. We
Yes.
should be doing it.
Right. And so what we have with the support of the Parkinson Foundation is that we have the 5K training team. And the 5K training team, I brought my prop here. Here is, we all wear T-shirts. We have a cheer. Our cheer is train focused, because if you have any sort of neurodegenerative or old age issues, you need to focus on what you're doing. And so we get out there and we exercise. I'm going to have information for your website because we invite everyone to come. And this is held at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, which is a wonderful community resource. Any number of people can come. Bring your dog.
Oh, it's
bring your
unlimited. It's basically unlimited.
Unlimited.
Right?
You all come, yes. So, and the reason we do this is really a team. I'm going to send you also a link to our new video, Teams for Old Folks.
And
Why
what is
should it
that?
all be for your soccer playing kids? It should be Teams for Old Folks, right? Yeah.
I was still focused on the fact that your shirt is SC is cardinal and gold here for the Trojans. You got to represent.
Right. Well,
That's
we had to we have also the Parkinson Foundation prominently on the back.
Absolutely.
So,
Councilman, what is your part in all of this?
Well, when you're talking about some famous people that have brought Parkinson's to the front, the most famous person I know that had Parkinson's was my dad, and he was diagnosed in 2007 and passed away in 2012. And over those 5 years, we watched the progression of the disease and watched it take away his mobility, his challenges to eat, and there's a dementia component as well that we saw with him.
I did not know that was even a part of it.
And it was and like anybody that's dealt with Alzheimer's or any type of dementia with their family members, I mean that is clearly the most difficult. And I know that my dad would have in a heartbeat given up his body to be able to to keep his mind and to still enjoy conversations with my mom, with his grandkids, and so when I saw that we were doing a walk here in Santa Clarita, I mean obviously
it was a no-brainer.
I reached out to Sarah right away and said, I'd love to, come be a part of it. I know you're already locked in at Heritage Park, so the kind of logistical components are already done. What else can I do? And so I'm happy to be a part of promoting this, and and I'll be speaking at the walk and telling our story because my father loved this town and gave his life to Santa Clarita from his time as as a principal to superintendent, to helping appoint kids to the military academies, to being on the city council and mayor, and it's the least I can do is to help try to get the word out in his memory.
Do you happen to know, either of you, and I'm going to throw you a curveball here, do we know how many Santa Clarita residents may be affected by Parkinson's? Do we have any idea how prevalent it is in our area? Or at least in California? Do we know any numbers?
we have numbers for the country.
And how big are
A million individuals. I don't know. I will defer to the locals for local information.
It's I think it's more prevalent than we think, is what I'm guessing.
The biggest risk factor for Parkinson's disease is age. So as the baby boomers reach their 60s and have done so, then we see more Parkinson's. There has been an uptick in the number of cases simply related, really, I think, at least related to the age. We know that.
And, and to jump into also about the conversation about exercise and the importance, Santa Clarita was the last 2 years has been voted one of the healthiest cities in the country, like top 10, top 12. And that's something that we at my little plug for City Hall here, that I mean that's a component that we really focus on with with our developing our trail system,
Right, yes.
our bike paths.
Some of the greatest trails and bike paths.
Right,
it's
to have facilities. We
Absolutely.
we have every year there's athletes that are either in the Olympics. Just last year we had two kids from, I call them kids, but two kids from Santa Clarita that were actually pitching in the same inning of the World Series from opposite teams. And they were actually from the same high school. And Santa Clarita, anyone who spends any time here knows that, youth activities and, that running any weekend, the parks are going to be packed, the trails are going to be packed, and people are going to get out and take advantage of that. And so,
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
And this promotes, fits right in, with, that it's not just, other from a heart and and obesity issues, but also again the importance of it is for for those who have been diagnosed with Parkinson's or to help prevent that.
And this is a start. It's called Moving Day.
Moving Day on the 28th. We'll give you the information for the website.
Great,
And
let's have it.
I have the little brochure here.
It's Saturday, April 28th.
Yes.
MovingDayNorthLA.com. Did I get that right? I don't have my glasses on, Sarah. Did I get that right?
You did.
Okay.
NorthLA.org.
.org. Very important. Let's do it again.
We'll have it on the website. Yes.
MovingDayNorthLA.org. Of course, we will have it on our website. So if you're driving around right now, no problem. HometownStation.com will get you hooked up. Sarah, Councilmember Smyth, it's been an absolute pleasure having you in here. I have learned a great deal. We also had a couple of laughs at your expense, as always, Councilmember.
That sound. I'm secure enough. That's okay. If that helped you get through the day,
it kind of does.
I'm
not
okay.
going to lie.
I don't mind.
It does make my day usually. And Sarah, it's been an absolute pleasure.
It's been terrific.
Good luck with it. Please come back after the event. Let us know how incredibly successful it's been. If you want to be a part of it, you want to do this, please check the website, hometownstation.com. We will get you to the website, which is movingdaynorthla.org. You guys have a great weekend, okay?
Thanks.
It's coming up.
Thank you. Yes.